An average person out there will say Neymar Jr. went to Saudi Arabia to make money. But that's a different case because he has come out to say something different. Well, my name is Victor and this is Football Interiors. Welcome back. If you are following us or watching this video for the first time, please do note that this channel is here to develop young talents in Africa. We have said it and said it countless times that the first $100 we make on this channel will be dedicated to young boys out there on the streets of Nigeria trying to play this game that we love. Mind you, most young kids in Nigeria tend not to follow up through this game because of not having support systems. And many a times when they get injured and go home, their parents will be like, come on, you cannot go out there and get injured. So please focus on your books and leave football. But yes, we are here to find ways to encourage these young lads and to make sure that one day they will be out there to be seen by the world. So that aside, Neymar Jr. Why did Neymar Jr. move to Saudi Arabia? Well, in life, you make your choices, and everyone's choices should be. Well, everyone should take responsibility of his or her choices. Okay, but there are frictions out there. Why? Because Neymar Jr. came out to say that he moved to Saudi Arabia not because of money, but guess what? For global recognition. Wow. Well, personally, I think it's a two-way thing because if he wanted global to be seen on the global stage, oh, come on. How many TV channels or networks get feeds from Saudi Arabia during their games? How have they been able to publicize their games over the year? But then you ask, this is his opinion, and maybe we should just allow him with his opinion. Remember, here in Football Inters, we just bring details on your table for you to make your comments and not just lash us when we say things that don't go your way. But let's get aback a bit. In his contract, it was signed for £80 million. His contract. But his wages, in a year, Neymar will be making £129.4 million. Yes, against the £25 million he was earning as a PhD player. And for 6 years that he stayed in PhD, he got that money. Even to the extent that he was ranked as the number 3 most earning sports artist here on earth. You heard me right. Number 3. Because at a time, it was in 2017, 2018, he made £85 million, not just from his salaries, but through deals and endorsements. But then you ask, is he really telling us the truth? Saying that he is out there going to Saudi Arabia, not just because of the money, but for global recognition. And one will ask, oh, come on. There are other teams out there. Yes, you might say, okay, you want to go to the Middle East, but there are other teams out there that are doing excellently well and have have a root, have a culture. What about Esperance of Tunisia? What about Al Alai of Egypt? And what about Eyimba of Nigeria? Yeah, my 2 cents. But then Al Hilal will be getting a proper player that they are sure that if he's able to get up to, let's say, 200 to 250 games, he should be able to score 100 goals. Because from his track record, from the days of Santos, he scored over 100 goals after playing about 220 games. At Barcelona, he gave them over 100 goals. and in PSG. Out of about 178 games, he scored about 114 goals. What about Brazil? Neymar has played 125 games for his national team and has scored 77 goals. So in all, for every 2 games, you are sure that Neymar will put in a goal. That is the statistics for him. And we are seeing that, yes, one might say, okay, he's 31. But come to think of it, he's going to Saudi Arabia that I think that they will have porous defense, not like clubs in Europe. Okay, I don't mean to brush on anybody, but yes, facts are there to say that in Europe you have better defense than in Asia. So he should be able to score in more goals and bang in more goals. But you also now mention what about his religion, which is a very valid point here because Neymar is a Christian, Pentecostal side of Christian. In so many cases, we've seen him advertise Jesus Christ. And you know that in Saudi Arabia, such thing is not acceptable by the people out there. That even if you are to convert a Muslim to a Christian, when a Muslim moves to becoming a Christian, that person might face a death penalty. That is the seriousness in this. So then you ask, you want to be a global icon or do you want to make money? That is one part. Secondly, we know that Neymar likes his party. He's a party boy. He does not play with his birthdays. He goes all out to have a lavish party. And we know the religion of Islam does not accept that. How will he be able to cope with such a lifestyle? If you, I can take us aback a bit, you will remember even when he was injured earlier this year, he was sent back to Brazil to go get rehabilitated. But what then happened? They saw Neymar in parties, in events, even in places where he was jumping. Somebody that had an injury, and when he was asked, he said that he had some protective gears on his legs and all that. So that's the kind of player that will be gracing Saudi Arabia. I don't know how he will be able to cope all these. Yes, one might say, okay, just 2 years contract, man, but anything can happen. But for me, I wish him all the best. He has shown that he is a legend. He has shown that he is a prolific striker. Oh, come to think of it, Neymar can give you all manner of kinds of games. He can play as an attacking midfielder. He can play as a central forward, left winger, and all that. He's somebody that, oh man, he'll sell so much jerseys out there in Saudi Arabia and hopefully make some sponsorship deals out there. So we wish him all the best and we wish him all the best. So if you've been watching this video up to this moment, come on, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button, like our videos, and please share. Remember, the mission of this show